just tell you really quick that I have been sitting here forever trying to get the lighting right in my living room, and I just can't seem to do it. So if it's dark, don't know what to tell you, but I'm being blinded by your ring light right now. I can't even look at the camera. So I wanted to sit down and just chat with you guys and see what's up. I have a lot to say, so I don't know how this is gonna go because I tend to have like word vomit. But let's start with foundation. The Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Coverage Foundation. I mixed this with the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This is in Rose Beige is what I use. I mix these two. I've been using it for years. It's the only thing that covers my hyperpigmentation, and now that I have all this acne on my skin, it covers that. So I'm patting this on all over, right? So I thought I would sit down and film. I filmed a video yesterday at Ipsy Studios and I didn't like it. That video is gonna go up today and I don't like it. I'm gonna redo that one. So I thought I'd just film at home today because I only go to Ipsy to film 2 times a week, and those are like the nice quality videos I put out. Anything that looks really janky is usually because I did it myself. And a lot of people think that like because I film at Ipsy, it gets sponsored or something, and it's not. Ipsy has an open studio and you can go and film at their space. You just apply and then they allow anyone to come in and film. Well, if you know you do beauty stuff, they have like all the camera, they have the lighting and everything, and it's great, it's fun. I want to film at home more, but I just hate like how my lighting looks and I can't seem to get it right. And no matter how much like money I keep dumping into buying stupid lights and whatnot, it's like it still doesn't look right. I don't understand. Okay, so yes. So I decided to sit down and film with the Kat Von D Saint and Sinner palette again because I uploaded my tutorial using it the other day, as some of you guys saw, and a lot of people were upset with me, were truly offended with me that how dare I do a brown smoky eye when there's so many colors in there to play with. So I figured, okay, I'll sit down and I'll use it again today and do a more colorful look. In that video I had explained that it could be a bit intimidating when you see a bunch of colors in a palette and you just kind of don't know like what you want to do. And that day that I filmed, I was going to a birthday dinner and I didn't necessarily want a super colorful look because I didn't want to show up looking too intense. I just wanted to look pretty. So that's what I did. Lord forbid you do whatever you want on your channel. I get it though, like you want to see a more colorful look because it is a colorful palette. What I really wanted to say is chill the fuck out. I'm going to use it again, but that's what I came up with that day. Everyone has been so angry lately, and maybe because of what's going on in our country or like the world, and I don't know if like that's why people have seen more aggressive online. I've just seen more people like getting upset over such little things, and it's just a little unfortunate. See what nice coverage that gives? The only thing with like acne is you can cover it with makeup, but you're still gonna have texture. That's the only thing that sucks. Like all this is covered, yes, but there's bumps. That you just can't, like there's nothing you can do about it. And that part's a little annoying because I just wish you could make it flat. Well, I've been getting like maybe because I just am getting a little bit more subscribers, but I've been noticing a change. Can I just leave in the description box what I'm using on my complexion? Okay, so people have been more mean, right? That's cool. It happens. Don't worry, you guys. I don't cry about it. When people come after how I look, I don't really give 2 shits. Looks change. Like, you can change your looks. It's whatever. Because I know I'm a nice person. I know I always have good intentions. What was the point of this? Oh, and it's always girls. You never see guys acting like this. Some of them might, but for the most part, mainly female thing. We see it all the time. Girls like, oh my god, I wish girls would just support one another. And then they say something like mean or rude towards another female. And it's just like this never-ending cycle that we can't seem to break because we just don't know how to break it. And it's like how we're raised, and like maybe from like when we were young. And I'm not sitting here trying to pretend I'm perfect. Like I catch myself all the time. Like something I've been doing a lot lately is whenever I catch myself making a mean comment like in my head about another female, I'll correct myself or I'll call myself out, and then I tell myself to say something nice about this person in your head, or like say it to them in person. For example, I was at the pharmacy picking up a prescription, and the pharmacist lady, she had the worst eyebrows I've ever seen. I thought it was a joke. It had to be, but it wasn't Halloween. So I was like, okay. In my mind, I was like, I don't get it. Like, why would she do that to herself? And so I call myself out over it. Like, you know, she likes her eyebrows that way. Let her live her life, Bailey. I now like tell myself, okay, now say something nice. I liked her lipstick. It's just like calling yourself out when you're wrong. Like, stop being so why are we so judgmental and mean towards other females? It's so freaking strange. With the internet and everything, it's like everyone has to tell you their opinion and then how they feel about you and how you look. For what? Misery loves other miserable people. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to like how you look. They don't want you to be successful. They want you to be miserable like them. And that's the truth. And you know it. But like what made me think about this was I was watching this documentary about prostitutes. I like to watch documentaries. It's 90% of what I watch is documentaries. And there was this one about prostitutes. I'm gonna use this guy right here. There was like 4 of them. Were out. Their pimp was out, like with them, standing next to them, and nobody was really talking. It was very strange. They were interviewing the pimp, like, what do you do? How many girls do you have? How do they get clients? So they asked the pimp, are all of your prostitutes friends? Like, do they like each other? Do they get into fights? The pimp guy was talking about how all of the prostitutes are not allowed to talk to each other and how they don't like each other. And he purposely sets it up that way because he knows that if all of the prostitutes get together and become friends, they're all going to turn on him and either like kill him or go against him, fight him, whatever. When my light bulb moment went off. Us females, we're the prostitutes, okay? I'm gonna call them they, like our society or our country. There's like fucking dogs outside. They are like pitting us against each other. And they do this on purpose because they know that if all of us females came together, we supported each other, we were nice to each other, we would 100% outsmart the men because we are very wise ladies. Like, we're a lot smarter than these dudes running our country. But they keep us against each other. So we rip each other apart. Nobody really supports other females. So we don't have the confidence to now like run for a position in the office or to like be in charge because we're all so insecure or we're all just afraid. Or we get up there, we try, and everybody rips you to shreds. And majority of those people are females. They keep us focused on stupid things. And I'm part of the problem, okay? This like being a beauty influencer is part of the problem. For females, we're focused on our hair, our face, our body, our just looks in general, anti-aging stuff, our clothes, materialistic bullshit, just having like this perfect little life. They keep us so focused on these things that really consume our time, our money. So we're too preoccupied with trying to be perfect or beautiful that we're not doing bigger and better things. They like it this way. It's like just a little conspiracy I kind of like made up, and I could be 100% wrong, but I'm gonna say I'm not wrong, that I'm really right. I had to move the light away from me because I could not stare at the lens and it was becoming a problem. So it might be a little bit darker now, but it's better if I can actually see what I'm doing. That's the goal. Are you done, dog? Are you done? Oh my God. So you're probably wondering, well, Bailey, what are we supposed to do then? I don't know. I have no idea, but this is what I've concluded. That's why we're so mean to each other. They set us up from a young age. I thought once you leave high school, I thought like all that stopped, but it doesn't. Okay? It never ends. And everyone tells you, just don't pay attention to it. But it's not even just like online. It's everywhere you look. Billboards and whatnot. Like, it's always beautiful women that nobody looks like. It puts us in fear about like aging, whether you believe that or not. Like, they instill fear into us and be paranoid about looking older. Like, it's a bad thing. And it's not. People constantly tell you to love yourself. Love yourself. Be confident. But not too confident, because someone's gonna call you out on that. I probably sound crazy to a lot of you, but I make some good points. Anyways, the reason I was thinking about this is just because of how much like hate I see on the internet. I follow Jaclyn Hill on Twitter, and I think on Instagram too, but she doesn't ever show up on my Instagram. Anyways, I followed her on Twitter, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you about being like a huge Jaclyn Hill fan, because I think I've only watched like 2 or 3 of her videos. She does pretty makeup. She seems nice. But following her on Twitter is just exhausting because everybody is mad at her all the time over nothing. And before you get your little fingers typing about how you don't like her, it does not matter. It makes no difference. Because if you don't like her, just let it go. Move on. It's that simple. But I will tell you this, there are thousands upon thousands of beauty influencers on YouTube. So if you don't like somebody, you just like click somewhere else and it will lead you in a different direction towards another path. Find someone else that you like, that you can follow. It just solved all your problems. There are thousands of people out there doing the same looks. I feel bad for her. Everybody, no matter what she says, someone takes offense to it. It's just interesting to me how if a female says something that someone deems inappropriate, they get attacked for it. But let's say a guy says it, or even like a drag queen says it, and both are saying it sarcastically, and both have like a large following on Instagram or YouTube, and both are just trying to be funny. Female is usually the one that gets all of the backlash. With like drag queens, some people will voice that they're offended, but then that's it, right? You know I'm right. I watched on YouTube Trixie Mattel and Katya, and don't get me wrong, they're 100% like so freaking funny, and a lot of the stuff they say is like, I said that or anyone else said it, we would get in trouble, right? So much backlash. But because they're drag queens, they get a pass. And I'm not trying to say that like people should go attack drag queens for what they say. I don't think that at all. I just don't understand why like people are so judgmental if a female says the exact same thing that the drag queens say. I really don't get it. I don't know, kitty cats. I just don't know. This is just me rambling about weird shit, right? Sorry. I just wish that like people would be held accountable for what they say online. And not necessarily taking away your freedom of speech, but when you say something really mean and nasty towards somebody, that you should be held accountable for it. Or like, what if there's some kind of program? Ooh, this would be good. When you apply for a job or apply for colleges or something, the last year, let's say, like a transcript of all the comments you left people on their social media. I mean, they are going to be representing your company or even your campus. So if they're saying some mean shit, you don't want that. There's a difference between just like expressing a genuine opinion when they ask for it, but there's a big difference when you're just being an asshole because you're a bitter, grumpy person. I had one guy leave me a comment. This was like a couple months back. He left me a comment saying that I need to shut the F up and that he hopes I get raped one day. So I screenshot that. I found him on Facebook. I found his information so easily. His dumbass, he had listed where he worked. So I contacted his place of work and sent them the screenshot. What the fuck's wrong with you? It's just stuff that's been like building in my mind. Did his wife know? Like, she had to know, right? How did he sleep with that many females and she didn't know? I don't know. I don't know about her. I'm sure somebody had to tell her, right? Okay, so for my eyeshadow. Okay, a lot of people wanted me to use Exodus or like even pretty much all this down here is what everybody was wanting me to use. I didn't plan this. I don't plan my tutorials. I just start going. I am gonna take Martyr for my crease color. Just placing this across the creasage. And then I'm gonna take my concealer brush and kind of like white out my lid with my Tarte Shape Tape. Everywhere you look, everywhere. I'm gonna do Ministry, which is the blue shade. I wanna match my hair, I guess. Celebrities get coaching or get help how to like speak at public events or on interviews, on what to say, what you don't say. They have a team of people that help them get out of a controversy that they got themselves into. They get coaching and they get a lot of guidance on like what to do. Whereas on YouTube, you know, there are people out there who have millions of subscribers and whatnot and completely pick apart every little thing that they say and then expect them not to respond, not to say anything when people are upset with them. Don't respond to rude comments. It's like, how dare they do that? But they're a human being and a lot of them are not getting coaching on how to respond to people or what to say or how to act. It's just usually them by themselves. And then A lot of people will respond to hate, some don't. It's like they get picked apart because they're addressing all the hate. But it's like they're getting so much, they're allowed to address it. They're a human being. They're allowed to. I don't know why people get so upset with it. When you leave a mean comment and you get a response from someone, you can't act shocked. I'm gonna do Exodus, the green. This is just one long rant. I'm just venting to you guys. It's okay to stand up for yourself when you're being mistreated. It's okay to call people out when they're being assholes. It's okay. Stop telling people that it's not okay for them to speak up when they're being mistreated. That's not okay. Do I think that they should make low blows and you don't stoop down to their level? I think that's pathetic. But you are allowed to say, hey, shut the fuck up. If you're being mistreated or being called something mean on the internet, don't stoop to their level and call them mean names back. But you are allowed to tell people, I don't like the way you're talking to me. I am blocking you. Sandra, I'm blocking you. I'm gonna take Relic. It's right in the corner. Ooh. I've been trying to avoid talking about the shootings that happened and the hurricanes, everything. Because have you ever heard that old saying, you shouldn't talk about religion and politics with your friends? It's a very old saying. It's been around for years and years. You just can't talk about religion and politics with your friends because everybody has their own opinions and beliefs. And I consider myself a very open-minded person. And I respect everybody and their own beliefs. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, you're living your best and happiest life, then I support you. Whatever it is you believe in, I support you. But for some odd reason, people can't give that same respect back. So I kind of avoid talking about politics, and I wish we could just have a nice normal conversation, but you just can't. A lot of people get upset because they say when you have a larger platform that you should be using it to talk about these things, but at the same time, you just can't always talk about it. You just can't. I like this time change, but at the same time I don't because it's only 4:47 and it's already dark outside. This is the Danessa Myricks Artisanal Pigments in Daydreaming. If you follow me on Snapchat, I did show this and how freaking amazing this is as a cheek highlight. The only downside is these are just so messy. I spilled all over there on the carpet. That. Now I'm gonna put on lashes and mascara. I'm gonna do that off camera because it's quite boring to watch me do that. So I'm just doing the Makeup Forever Aqua Artist Liquid Matte in 107. I forgot to put my piercing in. Damn it. I hate when I do that. I take it out every night because to brag or anything, I am a teeth grinder and I have a mouth guard that I have to wear at night so I don't grind my teeth. I know it's real cute. Hashtag blessed. When I wear the guard, it pushes my piercing out. It just irritates me. So I take it out at nighttime. And then some days I just forget to put it in. So that's why some days I have my piercing and some days I don't. Because I just flip and forget. And I could move my fat butt up there and go grab it, but I sure as hell am not. This is the Huda Beauty award in my last Kat Von D tutorial. This is, I like filming here at home, but I do like the quality over at the Ipsy Studios. You just can't see how good I look. And I don't like that. You need to see how good I look. And this is not showcasing that. It's so good. Okay, there you go. Ta-da! You get closer so you hopefully can see. Ooh. Oh, now that I'm eating, somebody wants to come out, huh? Sit. Hi. Say hi to everybody. Everybody loves you. Anyways, I hope you like this tutorial, or this get ready with me. I know I was really chatty about just random things, but I challenge you to just be a better person, and let's kind of figure out what we can do as women to fix the issue, which is lady shaming. Yeah, you heard me say lady shaming. It's a real thing. Anyways, I hope you have a good day today. It's dark outside. It's only 5:30. No one's going to see my highlight. Make good choices. Let me know down below if you like videos like this in my living room. If you guys don't mind the crappy lighting and whatnot, then I don't mind either. Say bye, Cindy. Are you gonna say bye or no? You're just gonna be mean? That's so mean. Ah! You want a bath?